All praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakurash. The curses are now falling onto you devils. Enjoy. Shalom.
White men are the problem. White men, and white men particularly who desire power, money, are the problem. White men who cannot control their urges are the problem. White men who present a face of honesty and rectitude and caring, but who aren't, who are essaying children, are the problem. The secrecy is the problem. God help us all.
Oops, I don't think they meant for that to happen. In the process of people going through Epstein files and STDs and looking through history and all of these things, and looking at the people who are in charge of our country right now and the ultra far right leaning ideology, specifically those saying that whites are supposed to be the superior race. What they didn't expect to happen would be that people would start figuring out that the worst human beings are in fact white men. More specifically, wealthy white men. I don't think they meant for anyone to figure this stuff out. I mean, they've been controlling the narrative of history books for how long? But in studies that were done in even the early 19th century, they could find that the spreading of STDs was like 10% came in girls that were 13 and under, and upper class and middle class white families. I'm not laughing because that's funny. That's freaking terrible. But what's funny is now everyone is starting to figure it all out. And sure, there have been plenty of people screaming that that was the problem the whole time. Even I have screamed that on this page. But even I didn't realize that it's that deep. It's that deep. And since I know my content is being right now, I'll just also go ahead and say Katie Johnson's name again, because every time I say her name, I know for sure the video won't go anywhere. And again, I will say, I believe that they are in a process of trying to normalize schmedophilia. I cannot tell you how many young men I have seen in comment sections of videos about Epstein who are like, dude, he's not that bad. Or even on other podcasts that I've been listening to, these guys come in and they're like, yeah, I'm one too. What of it? I'm going to squash any ideas you have about how this is wrong. What? Like, we went straight from we hate people who do this to a bunch of people not only accepting, but like claiming to be one of them. These files are horrific. I understand why people don't want to look, but we need to look, because the fact that we have kept looking away for centuries is why we're here.
So this is a tough one to talk about. I don't see any way around it. And let me apologize in advance to those white men who I am acquainted with and respect and love, but you've got to speak what's true. Pedophilia, victimizing of people who you have power over. In this case, the victimizing of children who you have power over. Has anyone noticed that in every arena, it is rich white men who dominate the field? We know Epstein, where it's so distressing that some of the richest men on the planet habitually sexually abused children. SA'd, I think I'm supposed to say, children. And they were tied together in secrecy, in keeping each other's secrets for decades. They were tied together financially. I think it was, if you deal with me financially and you become dependent or become intertwined, you're less likely to ever reveal anything about the things we've been doing in the dark. The same sort of ethic is true in churches, the Catholic Church, which for beyond decades, a century, kept the secrets of the white male priests who were essaying children. The same is true in small pastorates, small churches, where the pastor has a lot of power. Don't anybody say, oh yes, but it doesn't just have to do with that. I mean, a lot of women, still support these people. Sure they do. As long as women are in any way financially dependent on men, they're going to go along with almost anything, and that's just the truth.